whom was he grieved 40 years? Was it not with them that had sinned, whose carcasses fell in the wilderness? And to whom swear he that they should enter into his rest, but to them that believe not? So we see that they could not enter in because of unbelief.
That's about Israel. Go ahead.
Chapter 4, verse 1.
Israel had to die off in that wilderness, man. Go ahead.
Let us therefore fear, lest the promise being left us of entering into his rest, any of you, which is
this rest right here is going into the kingdom then. Yeah. So just as Israel, that was in the wilderness, they had to die off within that 40-year period.
Yeah, now check this out. Now they came back.
Yeah.
See, they died off in the wilderness, but they still came back. All right, as the children of the people that the Most High set up. Because not even Moses didn't even make it to the so-called promised land, the land of Canaan or Jerusalem or Israel. He had to die off because he went off, and he was the Most High's top man, showing you the severity of the Heavenly Father. And his brother Aaron didn't make it. He set up that golden calf for the people while they were playing in the wilderness, while his brother Moses was up in the mountain. See, but they came back again as who? Well, if you got ears to hear, Moses came back as a couple of people, all right? But the main ones was King David, all right? That was Moses, and Aaron was Jeroboam.
Any of you
Everybody
should
come
seem,
back in their
life. Yeah.
any of you should seem to come short of it. For unto us was the gospel. This is Hebrews 4:1. Let us therefore fear, lest a promise being left us of entering into his rest.
So Paul is giving you a brief synopsis on Israel who was in the wilderness, who perished in the wilderness because of unbelief. So therefore, we got to take heed to the word that's given unto us, lest we fall into this rest of the kingdom because of unbelief.
Y'all know why Moses didn't make it? What's the reason why Moses didn't make it?
Because he got so angry with Israel.
During what time?
When they were supposed to get the water from the rock.
Yep.
Yep. What's that get this water from you?
Yep.
For you?
And although he was angry righteously and stuff, but he didn't give the Most High his props, man.
Right. He said, must not get you this water from this rock, as opposed to giving that glory to the Lord. And Most High was upset about that.
Yep.
Showing you what? This is not our program.
Right. It's all about the Most High.
You know?
Well, now it's about Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, because the Most High gave all power to his Son.
Right. Yep.
So now, if you leave out the Son, all right, and you just going straight to the Father, you going off. The Most High could kill you for that.
Yeah.
Once again, Hebrews 4:1. Let us therefore fear, lest a promise being left us of entering into his rest, any of you should seem to come short of it. For unto us was the gospel preached, as well as unto them. But the word preached did not profit them.
So the gospel is preached to us as well as to them. So even in the wilderness, Israel was being told that they was going into the promised land. But they still couldn't help. It's like now.
Not being mixed with faith in them that heard it.
Because they heard the word, but though they heard the word, it wasn't mixed with faith, man.
Right.
Because you can't just hear the word, you gotta have faith.
The churches, they hear the word all the time.
Yeah, that's right.
The church hear the word all the time. They got the Bible in the church.
Yeah.
But guess what? They don't got that faith. They don't really believe. To have faith is to trust. They don't really trust in that word. Okay? They trust in what? And they feel it.
This is Hebrews 11:6. It says, but without faith, it is impossible to please him.
Yeah, without faith, it's impossible to please the Most High. So you gotta have faith. And having faith is something that's very important. It's very important in this world, man. Okay? Because a lot of people don't understand the power of faith. They don't understand it.
It says, for he that cometh to the Most High must believe that he is.
So he that cometh to the Most High, what's the
6.
He that cometh to the Most High must believe that he is. You gotta believe it. But people don't really believe. Go ahead.
It says, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him.
He's a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. You gotta seek the Most High with much fervor. You gotta seek the Most High with much drive, man. Now we're not gonna look up in the sky and see the Most High with our eyes. The Most High is in us. The Most Spirit of the Lord is in His book. The Spirit of the Most High is in us, man. We don't gotta look at the Most High. He's in us, man. That's having faith.
Hey, that's what
these niggas lack. That's what these niggas don't have. And you know what? Let's get Ephesians 2 and 8 now. Ephesians chapter 2 verse 8, because that's the difference between Lord willing with a hopeful elect, with a widow's win, we're part of the elect. Okay? So let's just read that scripture, because this is what the majority of Jake lacks.
This is Ephesians chapter 2, verse 8. For by grace are ye saved through faith.
See? Well, by grace, what does verse 7 say? That's it? All right, go ahead, brother.
Ephesians 2 and 8. For by grace are ye saved through faith.
See that? For by grace are ye saved through faith. Who is the one that was sent to give grace, all right, unto the nation of Israel? Yahushua. Okay? The scripture said he was full of truth, of grace and truth, man. Okay? John the first chapter tells us that, man. All right? So, those that are predestined, Lord willing, we're part of that. Okay? We have the grace of Yahushua upon us. And it's through what?
And they're not through faith.
Through what? Faith. Faith. To trust, to believe. All right? To know that, yes, his name is Yahweh. His son's name is Yahushua. All right? Okay? And so on and so forth. All the things that come with this knowledge. All right? That's the faith, man. Go ahead.
And they're not of yourselves.
And not of ourselves. It was revealed unto our apostles, all right, the head men, all right, that taught us this truth perfectly, all right, through the Spirit of the Most High, all right, through His inspiration, all right, through these scriptures. For by grace, that's right, not of yourselves. Read.
It is the gift of the Most High.
It is the gift of the Most High, and that's what the majority of our people lack, man. 2/3. That's why 2/3 is not going to make it. Because they wasn't given that grace that was bestowed from the Father, all right, through Yahushua. Because what did they do? Let's go back in the time of Yahushua when he was here. The chief scribes, chief priests, Pharisees, and scribes, what? They condemned the Lord, man. They talked shit about the Lord. They murdered the Lord when he was on the scene. So what kind of grace do they have? Having the Lord's blood in their hands, man. You see?
Even the Lord loved them too.
Hey, what did Yahushua say? The Lord said to them, damn chief priests, Pharisees, and scribes, that ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. He told that to them chief priests, scribes, and Pharisees, man. And they were Israelites. They were the top heads in Jerusalem. Yep. Okay? So see hey man, we gotta give it to you straightforward and skinny, man. We gotta give you the straight skinny of it all, man. All right? You're not gonna get that understanding from these other Israelite guys, man, that are not teaching the doctrine 100%, man. We come straight with you, man. Come on. Go ahead.
2 Esdras 9 and 7. And everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith.
That reminds me of James. What James said.
Second
right?
chapter. Get it. Second chapter.
Let's get it.
That's beautiful.
All right? Because we out here because of why? Because, we have nothing better to do. We just out here just because. Come on, man. Get the fuck out of here.
Come on, son.
Come on, son. Come on, bro. Let's get it. This is why we out here doing the work. Let's go.
This is James 2 and 14. It says, what doth it profit, my brethren, though a man say he hath faith and have not works?
See? Go ahead.
Can faith save him?
Right. So you got faith, okay. Because the scriptures do speak of, if you have faith, have it to yourself before the Most High. Right? The scriptures speak of that. But let's see what else it says. Go ahead.
It says, if a brother or sister be naked or destitute of daily food, and one of you say unto him, depart in peace, be ye warmed and filled, notwithstanding ye give them those things which are needful of the body.
That's right. So you can't just say, okay, I believe, and not show that you believe. Okay? You have to, by the way you have faith is you show that you have faith by doing the things that will show that you have faith. This is why we out here doing the work, week in, week out, in the cold, whatever. All right, like the Lord said, man. Okay? In season, out of season. Read.
Right, it says, verse 17, even so, faith, if it hath not works, is dead being alone.
See that? So there you go, man. Okay? This is what separates. Lord willing, we don't prophets, man. Prophets coming back. Okay? That's why we out here doing the work. And that's why we're gonna continue to be out here doing the work, man. Because why we got faith, that's right, Lord willing. Lord willing. Okay? That's why we out here, man. Because that's what separates us from these niggas, man. Okay? We are not like these niggas, man. These fucking apes, man. Regardless of how you want to, whatever the fuck you got to say about us, man. Fuck you, man. Alright? We out here doing what's pleasing to Yahweh Shem Shai, man.
That's right.
'Cause we, Lord willing, we going to be delivered and you niggas are going to be destroyed. Go ahead.
1 John 2:18. My little children, let us love not in words, neither in tongue, but in deed and in truth.
Yeah, you know, lip service, man. The hell with all that, man. Show, improve, as the saying goes. All right? We got to show, improve, right?
That's right.